Here's the story of our bucket list Brady Bunch house tour, May 2026. Here we are. Welcome to 4222 Clinton Way. According to the house rules, we visitors cannot sit on the furniture, cannot handle props, and we do have to remove our shoes. But it's worth it to see all the nifty stuff they have in the house. So super cool how they've recreated all these moments from the show, like when everybody wrote Dear Libby, worried that somebody was upset with this new marriage, this blended family, and had written to Dear Libby. So Dear Libby comes to reassure, guilt complex, feeling awful, desperately worried, real frantic, innocent bystander down in the mouth. We also have Green Stamps book from the famous episode 5440 and Fight. They use the cards, making a giant card house to decide who would get to win the green stamps. And the girls, instead of getting a sewing machine, they got a TV. Great job. Really fun. If you watch the HGTV show, they talked a lot about trying to find fabric that matched what they had on the original set. Fun to see a phone. And of course we have some family photos. Here we go. Lots of scenes set here in the living room. Right. Welcome to Mr. Brady's den. And looky there, he's got his Father of the Year award. But yeah, his books. And then we have his drafting table over here. Oh, look. We've got some revisionist history there. Was he really outstanding achievement in mathematics at Fremont High School? I don't know. And here we have his drafting table here. And that looks to be a sketch of a factory shaped like a powder puff, as B.B. Galini requested. And we do have two tubes here. So one would have a Yogi Bear poster in it, I assume, and the other would have plans. We've got a nice little diagram of the house, little model of the house, pretty cool. And here we go. Golf clubs, yes. And it is open to the living room, but there's the couch. And we know Jan sat on a couch in a space that looked a lot like this and said the famous words, Marcia, Marcia, Marcia. All right, so that's the den. So here's a good look at the living room and coming down to the dining table. And of course we have the famous horse statue and Mom's favorite vase. Mom always said, don't play ball in the house. Oh no. Love that Christopher Knight signed it. It's a nice touch. It's also nice knowing that all 6 of the Brady kids were part of this renovation project. And so they've all been here in the house and worked on it. And obviously cared a lot about the fandom. So very cool. Even going so far as to add these little finials to the chairs. Really cool. You know where we are. Welcome to the Brady kitchen. You gotta love that orange and green kitchen. Nice avocado shades. So you have the double oven, the brick oven. They put some nice appliances there. We've got the decorations of chalkboard. A little surprised it's not pork chops and applesauce up there, but whatever. We got this. Hey.
Pork chops and applesauce. Sha-na-na-na-na.
And the table. It's a great job finding something that looked just like their table. Yeah, pretty cool. And then we have the fridge. Whatever could be inside the fridge. They even put a little explanation that it's from the Great Slumber Caper, the Slumber Caper episode. Okay. Phones have played a pretty big part in the Brady Bunch. Lots of conversations on these phones. And of course, they had to put a payphone in here in reference to that one episode where they had the brilliant idea to get a payphone for the family. And here we are in the den. Got your stereo, the Wi-Fi. Make that hi-fi. The very 70s art. We have some pom-poms. 1, 2, tell me who are you? The Bears. Checkers. Lots of checkers played in the Brady house. And looky there, there's Tiger and this weird little cat thing. Oh, and look, we found Bobby's kazoo. It was missing, but now we know where it is. We come over here, they've got a table, Westdale playbook. Greg really should be careful leaving that around. And of course, TV. You can just picture Mike and Carol and Alice sitting right over here watching the kids on TV when they're performing. And yeah, back to the bar. So that's the den. Of course, the Brady Bunch was filmed on a Paramount soundstage and not on this actual set. But if this were the set, there would be no glass in these sliding glass doors. They famously didn't have glass in them because of the reflection. But we do have a little patio table here, which is where Marcia would have had her volcano that Peter had the volcano, and it would light up here. And we do have a teeter-totter. Bobby and Cindy setting a world record. The swing set, famously. We've got Tiger's doghouse. And Fluffy. No, Fluffy didn't last too long on the show. Fluffy and Tiger caused a big mess at the wedding. And there's a wagon. No bicycles to fix, apparently, but we do have AstroTurf. Cool backyard. All right, coming around, we do have the garage. And we even have the cone with the egg on the cone from the contest between Greg and Marcia to see who was the better driver. So we've got the egg there. And of course, can't have the garage without the bicycles. We've got the bicycles in the garage. Half expect to see a boy fixing one. And then we come out here on the driveway. We have the dunk tank, the Brady booth. So that's a pretty elaborate little prop to add back here, but so appropriate. No mistaking this wallpaper, even if it didn't have all of Marcia's awards here. You know, we're in the girls' room, complete with Davy Jones' letter. If I'm ever in your city. Cindy's secret admirer. And the program for her play, The Frog Prince. And we have a postcard to the Bradys from Mr. and Mrs. Hank Brady when the grandparents hooked up. There's a note from Molly Weber. Uh-oh. Marcia, Mrs. Denton, or hippopotamus? That seems kind of rude. That might get your slumber party canceled. Of course, they figured out that Marcia would never write something so rude. Recognize the giraffe. And so fun to see. This must be Jan's desk. What America means to me. She won the contest, but then she did the math and realized she didn't actually win. But she was truthful. And here we have Cindy's bed. And we know because we have kitty carryall. We have the window. Lots of toys. And we have Jan and Marcia's bed. And those distinctive posters. The Butterfly Love poster, Butterfly Love, a weird cat. And then this thing that's signed by Jan B. Actually, Eve Plum made it for the renovation. And speaking of Jan, there's her locket. Lost locket, found locket. Great episode. Sweet that it has a picture of Jan and Alice, since Alice wanted her to have it. So cool. And we have a little outfit from Cindy. And then here hanging on the door, they've got the fairy princess costume. I'm telling you, the detail is pretty cool. To all kinds of lengths. Full disclosure, when we first walked into this bedroom, I burst into tears. For real, I couldn't believe we were finally here. So between the girls' and boys' room, of course, we have the shared bathroom. Fun to see the 70s era soap and shampoo, hairspray. Pretty neat. Oh, we even have a wig. I think Jan wore that. And we never saw it on the show, but there's a toilet. One toilet for 6 kids. There we go. So yeah, the Brady bathroom, famous Jack and Jill bathroom, maybe the most famous Jack and Jill bathroom. And that of course leads to the boys' room. So here we have Greg's bed from when he still shared a room with Peter and Bobby. That distinctive nautical wallpaper, goodness gracious. We have a desk over here. So on the desk, again with the nautical theme, we have Bobby's safety monitor badge. We also have his kazoo, which was also in the family room, but whatever. Let's see, Scoop Brady. He's been working on his big expose, The Whole Truth. Remember when Peter did that? And then we have the bunk beds. You'll love to see it. We have 256 packages of gum. There we go. We've got some Dodger jerseys there, but that's Don Drysdale's famous keep off. We have the very 70s clown art with some baseball players. Got lots of cool stuff here. Outstanding Citizen Award for Peter. Student Body President for Greg. The Don Drysdale card. And would you look at that? More sheet music. Nice touch. Oh, and there's a movie camera. I'll bet they could make an underground movie there about Thanksgiving. Yeah, Peter Boy Hero. Great. Love it, love it. Love it all. So because of the way the house is constructed, you actually come down to go to the attic to Greg's room, but it's clearly Greg's room. We've got some boxes. Oh, look, that's from Driscoll Toy Shop. I bet that's left over from when Peter was a hero and got all those toys delivered. We've got a record player. We've got his guitar. All kinds of fun stuff. Ooh, Westdale High School t-shirt. Dominoes. Camera from his brief stint as a photojournalist. Let's see. Oh, looks like he's been writing. Let's see what he's writing. Birds flying high in search of a clear blue sky. Oh, it's a hit. I can tell. It's a hit. Oh, and look. Surfing in Hawaii before he fell. We've got, oh, it's the flashlight he used to fake a UFO. Hawaii, nice. Oh my gosh, it's Raquel. Hey, you shouldn't be here. Got the tape recorder, got his bed, got bongos back there. Yeah, and the beads, of course. Had to have the beads. What's back here? Oh, he's learning to drive. What do you know? An archery club? Nice. Pretty cool.
Peace.
You could live here, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely a man cave type environment.
It's hip and happening in a far out way.
And I believe that is the American release of the Beatles' first album. And you can see the first album by England's Phenomenal Pop Combo. I believe that is the American version of their first album.
Which would be appropriate for 69 to 74.
Yeah, meeting the Beatles.
Okay. Oh, and I forgot one thing to point out over here. Doodaloo! Tabby Whittle. Bad luck. Now we come to Mr. and Mrs. Brady's bedroom. That famous screen. Really distinctive back behind their bed. We have the closet. The color, they just really did a great job matching the color. The chair. Really neat to see Mrs. Brady's dressing table. We have the heart-shaped box there. Florence Henderson was born on Valentine's Day, so she was really into hearts. So her daughter actually picked out that. Here we have Florence Henderson as her grandmother in that episode. And then they did put a bathroom here without a toilet. But anyway, just to kind of show how it would be. There's a box of safe. You know, we must be in the laundry room. Kind of an abbreviated laundry room, but at least it represents that. And then we come over here into Alice's bedroom. Didn't see a ton of Alice's room on the show. But what do you know? We got the white shoes. She's ready for anything. Yeah, she has pictures here. Oh, these are neat. Cool to see. Ann B. Davis represented here. There's Sherwood Schwartz. Got some romance novels. Aw, so sweet to see Alice and Jan, fellow middle children. Pictures of her with the camping. Oh no, that's with the burro from Grand Canyon. And there are the boys. Right before she had her back injury, I guess. Her who went one way and her la went the other. There they are at the Grand Canyon as well. Oh, look, we gotta have Sam. Sweet pictures. There she is with Cousin Emma. Oh, I got two of that one. Yeah, I got a couple of duplicates there, but yeah, pretty cool to see Alice's bedroom. Oh, and look at all her uniforms ready to go, fresh pressed, nice and clean. And there's her bed. And again, we have a picture of Sam. Pretty neat. And remember her sitting on the edge of her bed, looking out looking out her door, and she saw some ghosts walk by when the kids were trying to scare. And she had her ghost be gone charm. So yeah, pretty fun little recreation. And one more thing about Alice's room. This print hanging up here, it's Europe Street Scene 1. It's actually by Eve Plum. So it's signed there, this print. Eve Plum had done a couple of paintings and things as part of the renovation. So fun to see them up here. Cool to see.
Glad we caught it.
that this was designated for cultural significance. A bunch of us Brady fans petitioned the city of Los Angeles for that. Not sure how much weight the opinion of a fan from Fort Worth, Texas has in that, but really neat that they do have that distinction. Thank you so much. Goodbye, Brady House. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's not cheap and you have to book online kind of early to get your time to go see the house, but if you're a big Brady fan, 100% worth it. 100% worth it. So fun to see, even though it's not the original set. There aren't original props, but it doesn't matter. It's such a lovely tribute to the show we love so much. So thumbs up, love it. And that's the way we got to see the Brady house. Da 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 da. Hope you enjoyed it.